morning class. This is your biology class video, and today we are going to start with your next topic given on page number 131, that is organic farming and green revolution. So first is organic farming. It is a practice of raising the unpolluted crops through use of manures, biofertilizers and biopesticides with healthy cropping system that provides optimum nutrients to the plants and keeps the pests as well as weeds under control. In organic farming, there is little or no use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides and herbicides, so there is no pollution of crop plants, soil, water or air, organic waste or recycled in the form of manure. Biofertilizers include the use of nitrogen fixing organisms like rhizobium, bacteria and blue-green algae. Biopesticides are the organisms or their extracts which repel or kill the weeds, insects and other pests. Example neem, chrysanthemum, bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis. So now what is basically organic farming? It is a practice of agriculture in which the crops are raised in an unpolluted environment. That means they are grown in the environment where they are getting all the biodegradable things like biofertilizers, biopesticides and manures. All the healthy ways of cropping system is involved in the organic farming, which keeps and maintains the plants in their natural state and which gives them optimum amount of nutrients, and also by keeping them away from the pests as well as the weeds by controlling on the pests and the weeds. Pest means all the insects which causes disease in the plant, because of which the plant can have some diseases, and weeds are the grasses which are unwanted plants basically. So in organic farming there is no use of any of the chemical fertilizers or pesticides or herbicides. All the natural things are being used for the growth of the plants with no pollution at all. None of the pollution related to soil, water, air or any other thing. In fact, whatever organic things which are being used for the growth of the plant, they all are again recycled in the form of manure. So biofertilizers, basically it includes all those things which give the nutrient to the plant, that is the basic nutrient which is nitrogen, which is helpful for the growth of the plant, and that nitrogen is basically given via the nitrogen fixing bacteria, that is rhizobium and blue-green algae. Also these biopesticides which are being sprayed on the plants for the control of the pests. So these are the organisms only. Biopesticides are the organisms which kill those pests or weeds or insects like neem, chrysanthemum and Bacillus thuringiensis. Bacillus thuringiensis is a bacteria. So all these are basically biopesticides. Like neem is also a biopesticide. नीम पे कभी भी पेस्ट का अटैक नहीं होता है या उसमें इंसेक्ट्स नहीं लगते हैं. Similarly, chrysanthemum, it is also a plant in which there is no attack by the pests. So basically organic farming involves all those things which are being used for the healthy growth of the plants without the involvement of any chemical things. Now what is the advantage of this organic farming? First is it does not cause pollution of any component of our environment. So the basic thing is no pollution occur of any of the component, either it is soil, water, air, nothing. Next, farm waste are recycled. So whatever waste are being generated in the farm, it is again recycled in some or the other way. Next is the foods obtained from the organic farming are free from pesticides and chemicals. So whatever food will be obtained from such farms, organic farming, they all will be free from the pesticides and the chemicals, and that is why they will be healthy for the consumption. Because of organic farming, also the soil health is maintained. That means if soil is not getting any chemical component, that means it will remain its healthy nature. The cropping system of organic farming keep the insects, pests and weeds control under the So under control, all the insect, pests and weeds are being controlled in the organic farming. Next is green revolution. India is the second most populous country in the world with 1.04 billion people. So this was the earlier data. Now the data has been increased much more. If our population goes on increasing at the present rate, then it can become more than 1.343 billion by the year 2020, and this data is exactly same. In fact, this has also been crossed. 2020 में ये भी cross हो चुका है. So to feed this much population, we will need about 241 million tons of grain production every year. So we all know that we are the most populous country, second most populous after China. So we need to feed each and every individual of the population, and for that this much amount of grain is required every year. Therefore it is necessary to increase the production of both plants and animals. So feeding does not only involve plants, it also involves animals. So all over the production of plants and animals need to be increased much more. Earlier efforts of our scientists for increasing the food production resulted in green revolution, that is food grains. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, who is considered as the father of green revolution in India. So basically, green revolution was started by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, who is known as father of green revolution in India. What he did actually, he increased, because to increase the demand, because the demand of the food was increasing, so he increased the food production also, and that only resulted in the green revolution. Successful crop production depends upon many factors. So what are those factors? First is understanding how crops grow and develop. So the first thing that we need to understand by for going through a large scale of production, अगर हमें अपना production increase करना है तो सबसे पहली चीज़ है हमें crops को समझना होगा कि crops किस तरीके से grow करते हैं, कैसे develop करते हैं. Next, effect of various nutrients, climates and water on the growth of the plant. Now for each different crop, what is the effect of that climate where it has to be grown. कैसा उसको न्यूट्रिएंट चाहिए, किस टाइप का क्लाइमेट चाहिए और कितना वाटर का अमाउंट चाहिए फॉर दैट ग्रोथ ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लांट. Next is modification and management of each factor for increasing the yield of crop. So each of the factors need to be modified with day by day, क्योंकि our environment is also changing day by day. So also there should be change in modification in the techniques, modification in the management of those crops. Next is animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the practice which involves the scientific management of animal livestock. Special care is taken regarding their feeding, breeding, cleanliness and disease control. So basically animal husbandry involves all those scientific techniques which are being used for managing the animals. Livestock. Animal livestock means those which are helpful for our commercial purpose also. So this involves basically their feeding, breeding, cleanliness and disease control. सबसे पहले उनको खाना देने की ज़रूरत है, फिर उनके पॉपुलेशन को भी मेंटेन करना है. सो दे नीड टू बी ब्रीडेड ऑल्सो. दैट मीन्स अगर हम किसी एक वैरायटी से हमें मिल्क का प्रोडक्शन अच्छा मिल रहा है और दूसरे वैरायटी में हमें डिजीज़ रेजिस्टेंट मिल रहा है, दैट मीन्स इफ़ वी क्रॉस बोथ दोज ब्रीड्स और नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में हमें ऐसी ब्रीड मिल जाए जिसमें दोनों क्वालिटीज़ प्रेजेंट हो, तो वी डू नॉट रिक्वायर टू डिफरेंट क्वालिटीज़, वी वुड ओनली रिक्वायर दैट वन पर्टिकुलर क्वालिटी. सो ब्रीडिंग इज़ ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. देन क्लीनलीनेस, ऑफ कोर्स जहाँ पे भी हम लाइफ स्टॉक को रखेंगे, एनिमल्स को रखेंगे, वहाँ पे क्लीनलीनेस ज़रूरी है, एंड सो दैट उनका डिजीज़ से कंट्रोल हो सके. Various animal products are used as food, milk and other commercial reasons. Now, like any other farming practice, the production and management of livestock need definite planning for proper feeding of animals. As I told you, सबसे पहले feeding चाहिए उनको, क्योंकि उनको grow करना है, उनको प्रॉपर शेल्टर देना है, किस एरिया में किस जगह पे उनको हमें रखना है, प्रॉपर शेल्टर होना चाहिए. देन ऑल्सो प्रॉपर ब्रीडिंग शुड बी देयर. देन प्रिवेंशन एंड क्योर ऑफ एनी ऑफ द एनिमल डिजीजेज. Proper utilization of resources for better economic growth of the farmers. So also all the resources which are available, they should be used properly so that it could be helpful for the farmers for their economic growth. Next, need for animal husbandry. Now, what is the need? To ensure proper supply of milk, meat, eggs, etc., there is an urgent need for improving the livestock. Various tools and techniques have been developed by animal husbandry for improving the livestock. So there are different there the supply, the urge of these things are being increasing day by day. So it needs to be increased in their supply also. The farmers need to increase their supply, and to increase their supply they need to do different techniques. They have to follow different tools and techniques for the animal husbandry, and for that they need to increase their milk production. अगर कोई एनिमल मिल्क दे रहा है तो उसका मिल्क प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाना है. Their egg production, then increase the meat production, increase the fish production, increase the wool production, increase the working efficiency of the domestic animal. अगर हम किसी एनिमल को यूज़ कर रहे हैं अपने डोमेस्टिक कामों के लिए, जैसे बैल का यूज़ किया जाता है फॉर प्लॉइंग ऑफ द फील्ड्स, सो अगर उस ऑक्स का वर्किंग एफिशिएंसी किस तरीके से हम उसको इंक्रीज़ कर सकते हैं. Then make proper use of animal waste, that is dung is nowadays used to generate biogas fuel as well as for making it more useful manure. So जो भी animal waste generate होता है उसका भी proper use होना ज़रूरी है. As in nowadays we all know that dung is mostly used as a biofuel. It is used in the biogas fuel बनाने के लिए इसका use किया जाता है, and also it is used as a manure for the growth of the plants. Now, what is the advantage of animal husbandry? The study of animal husbandry is very useful for the economy of a country. It helps in the following ways. First, it helps us in the proper management of domestic animals in terms of shelter, feeding, care and protection against the disease. So basically animals को properly हम किस तरीके उनको manage करना है, हमें उनकी feeding को, उन domestic animals को जो हमें economically हमें profit दे रहे हैं, because if they are benefiting to a person or to a farmer, so definitely it will also be helpful for the India's economy, for the country's economy. So they need to be have given a proper management regarding their feeding, their shelter, their proper care, and also to fight against several diseases. Next is it provides us various methods to produce good and high yielding breeds of domestic animals. For example, high milk yielding cows has increased the milk production tremendously. So next is they also provide us various methods to produce good and high yielding breeds of domestic animals. Like as I told you, high milk yielding cows has increased the milk production tremendously. कुछ काव ऐसी होती हैं जिनका मिल्क यील्डिंग ज़्यादा है, तो अगर हम उन काउस को आपस में ब्रीड करवाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली अगले जनरेशन में मिल्क प्रोडक्शन और ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा उनकी, बिकॉज अगर इफ़ टू काउस ऑफ हाई यील्डिंग ब्रीड्स आर बीइंग टुगेदर ब्रीडेड एंड सो दैट next generation can give more high milk yielding capacity. Keeping, tending and sale of animal products provides gainful employment to a large number of persons. So basically by the sale and tending of the animal products, so it is gainful employment for a large number of person, because at one point farmer who is rearing, he will sell the milk. तो मिल्क जो है वो मार्केट में निकलेगा, मार्केट में कई लोग उस मिल्क को फिर प्योरीफाई करते हैं, पास्चराइज करते हैं, पैकेट मिल्क बनता है. सो सिमिलरली एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन उससे बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिल सकता है. एनिमल वेस्ट आर यूज्ड फॉर रिप्लेनिशिंग एंड एनरिचिंग द fertility of soil. So obviously animal waste, they could be used as a manure so that to increase the fertility of the soil, because they are of great nutrition. Increased yield in the animal husbandry brings more income to the farmers. Definitely because of the increase in the yield of any of the animal product, it will definitely increase the income of the farmer also. So that is all for this video. I hope you understand. Ask me if you have any doubt and go through this video properly. That's all for today. Thank you.